Everything those guys are using for 20 years is useless. If you are a smart guy, you did it once, you can automate this process. We have no time to spend with consultants explaining how we run our business. We pretty much shortlisted many of these classic vendors, and then the Sprinter shows up on my radar. Actually, not choosing you among other competitors, it was like you were a different category. And we went for the vision and category, not for the other vendors. Majority of our customers are the customers of the regulated markets or industries like banking, insurance, fintechs, telcos, technology companies. On RFP process, when those companies are searching for the vendor of a solution, they say you need to comply to this, and that, because we want to add the our purchasing process already verify who's in, who's out. We want to deal only with the ones that follow the standards. And we said, okay, so that's easier for us to follow the standards, which are officially acclaimed and basically have these metrics defined. Everyone understands the same, auditors confirm. So basically, they have easy way to verify if we follow the standards. We have budgetary criteria. We wanted to invest this amount of money. We have a criteria that we want this process, we want this vendor to really have an experience in understanding the standards, so we can reuse the maximum of templatizing, something that people already did, and simply apply ready to use things, because for some processes we didn't have a kind of optimal process. That was another thing. But all of the vendors, even regarding ISO, which have 20 years of experience, they come with the consulting project. So they come, they analyze your processes, they come up, they design the templates, processes with you, they train your people. It takes weeks and months, etc., 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 and it costs a lot of money. And the money is not the biggest problem. The problem is the engagement of resources of the organization, because we are busy doing our business. We are devoted to our customers. We have no time to spend with consultants explaining how we run our business. We pretty much shortlisted many of these classic vendors, and then the Sprinter shows up on my radar. And I listened to the story. I booked myself a meeting. One of the founders was meeting me at the time. He was pitching. I said, hell, this guy is absolutely right. Everything those guys are using for 20 years is useless. If you are a smart guy, you did it once, you can automate this process. We are automation company. See, I want one administrator for our security that have full things under control regardless where they are. And Sprinter was offering all of that. So that was actually not choosing you among other competitors. It was like you were a different category. And we went for the vision and category, not for the other vendors. Sprinter introduced us to the very simple 10 steps implementation approach that was planned for weeks. We expected rather months than weeks. And within Sprinter, we measure every day over 600 different KPIs and measures that allows us to pretty much understand if there's any risk of losing the security from the state of control. It was extremely flexible also to implement certain deviations from the standard procedure that Sprinter recommended to really allow us to accomplish some specific about what we do. It connects to multiple technologies that you have. It doesn't force you to change anything in your infrastructure. It simply can connect to anything you have, and pretty much slice it and dice it and takes the subset that is needed for the certification. That's a great thing. Anything that creates for auditors, like the report for auditors, we did nothing. These auditors already knew everything about us from the automatically generated reports for auditors. Awesome thing. And the good thing about Sprinter is you were not rushing us. I said, take your time, whenever it's needed. And we've been absolutely The good thing is that with these other vendors, we would be fit into 3 months project consulting, and we had to develop. And here, Sprinto was in between our regular the project was in between our regular operations, so we didn't feel the pressure or anything. That was really comfortable because we could slow down for 4 weeks and speed up when we had time, right? So it was absolutely, we can take our own pace. It was really comfortable way to really go through the certification process. It was really painless. I expected there will be a lot of questions and understanding why this, why that. It was like smooth because the value that Sprinto brings is that you lay everything on the table. They have everything. There's nothing to ask. It's transparent. So that's the beauty of it.